Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea, and this is Ian. So I'll try to keep it as brief as possible and not give you my whole life story and his whole life story. But Ian's always been a pretty crummy sleeper. He only slept in a baby, like boba wrap, like a cloth carrier, or a contact nap, or co-sleeping with us. And even co-sleeping, he was waking up like every hour to 2 hours all night. He would take pretty decent naps during the day on us, sometimes like 45 minutes to 2 hours or so, but we like never had our hands free of him ever. He would never sleep independently. So we skeptically bought into Batelle because I'm a very skeptical mama, and tried listening to some of Miss Megan's advice about spacing feedings and getting him prepped for being in the hug and starting to play in the hug. And at first it seemed like it was working okay. He was getting like some 3-hour stretches, which for us was like a miracle. But then it seemed like he kind of caught on and realized we were doing things differently and was waking up even more often, which was frustrating. And if you were in the meeting with us last week, my husband Nate and I were kind of like, this isn't working. What do we do? And we arranged, thankfully, some time with Miss Megan one-on-one, like brushing and patting and soothing sequences and how loud to sing the mantra, got some more specifics and really kind of buckled down and gave the methodology and the system more of a try. And his strides have been like pretty mind-boggling. I really didn't expect to see so much progress or progress at all. I think I convinced myself that my child was somehow a special snowflake that was never going to sleep ever, no matter what we did. And certainly there are some tough moments where we're getting some high level cries, but we're there to respond to him in those moments. It was definitely really hard at first. It's hard to hear your child cry and not comfort them in your usual ways. But we really took some time to absorb and think about the document on the philosophy of crying, and to really see that we're teaching Ian a really important skill, really healthy sleep hygiene, and the ability to choose sleep instead of us having to force him to sleep or like put him to sleep. And like now there are moments where it's like 3 minutes of singing the mantra and he gives a little protesty wah wah and then closes his eyes and goes to sleep. Yesterday that happened, and then he took a 2-hour nap in his hug, and I like could see colors brighter and smells more intensely again, and saw like things in my house that I wanted to tidy up that I haven't looked at in months because I've been so sleep deprived and so preoccupied with taking care of him and his sleep needs. So it's been pretty miraculous. I'm like still very much in shock. And while we still have a ways to go, we're probably on like step 2 or 3 of where sleep school would fall. The progress that we're seeing on a continuous basis is really incredible. And most importantly, I feel like his confidence has really grown. He's much more mobile from playing around in the hug. His rolling has really developed. He's like 5.5 months, and now he's rolling very freely and really enjoying his independent time more, where he's playing with his toys on his own and enjoying his own company a lot more. And that's a really beautiful thing to see in your child. And along with that, I feel a lot more confident as a parent in knowing how to respond to him in a way that is physiologically appropriate, emotionally appropriate, without sort of like over coddling him. So, yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Nate, did you want to say anything?
It literally that. uh, it's been great. I mean, last night he had like a 6.5 hour stretch where he just slept and I slept, and it was beautiful.
He's choosing to go back to sleep a lot faster now. Whereas before, sometimes we were seeing wake ups for like an hour or so. Now he's choosing sleep more efficiently if he does wake up.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you very much for sharing that update.